What's happening, y'all? My name's Stephen Walker. You're watching Walker Outdoors Adventures. Today I'm out here at Blackwater Creek. I'm gonna do about a 5, 6, maybe 7 miles. I'm gonna add them all together and see what it comes to. All Trails has it on their app as a 5-mile loop, but I just picked up one of their maps and it shows a little more trails than that, so maybe I can add some together and get a little bit more out of it. I've hiked out here one other time, brought my daughter out here probably a year ago, and it's a pretty nice piece of property. It's gonna be hot because they're in a whole lot of shade and a lot of spots, but it goes down to a river, Blackwater Creek, and it's pretty awesome down there. So whenever I get down there, you'll definitely be seeing what I'm seeing. So I just signed a little register there, and getting ready to hit the trail. Here's some information before you hike. There's a little clipboard with a place to sign to let them know that you're in there hiking. And we're headed on in. It's already almost 11 o'clock, so it's gonna be warm, but we'll make it. I think they got interactive little QR codes as you walk through. But you'll see what I see. It's pretty nice back in here. They got these palmetto flats out here. They look pretty. We're following the red trail right now. There's a red and a yellow. I think we're gonna do both of them. I think right here is where we'll stay to the left, and whenever we come back, we'll end up coming back from the right hand side. Man, it looks pretty out here. I'll tell y'all, this past week, it's just been god awful hot. And you can see barely any clouds in the sky. So no real chance of rain whatsoever. And you know, I'm out here hiking in this heat. But to be honest, if you're not used to it and you're not acclimated to it, you know, take it small bits at a time. Drink lots of water, because it can get dangerous fast, honestly, especially if you get a long way from the vehicle and run out of water or something. Just know what you're doing, take precautions, be safe out in the woods, y'all. You know, I get out here and there's some times where I tell myself, you just got to sit in the shade just a little bit longer before you start moving again, or wait for the sun to go down just a little bit further. Right now, it's definitely been hot. Y'all just take care out in the woods. Boy, these little yellow flowers are blooming everywhere. Ain't sure exactly what they are, but maybe I can Google them when I get home. Man, this place is blooming right now. Everything's green. Flowers are budding, blooming. Not even a breeze out here. It's pretty still. Birds are singing. And you can hear the quail out there. This place, I've already heard more quail in this place than I've heard in the past 5 years of my life, it seems like. It's a good sign out here. This is a pretty piece of property here. All right, I'm coming up to where the red and yellow trails split. I've done all the red trails before when I came out here last year, but I've never done the yellow. I had my daughter with me and her feet were already bothering her by this point, so we decided to take the shorter route and go see the river. Right here we got ourselves a little bench to hang out in the shade for a few. Man, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. Hang out right here for a few minutes. Drink down some water. Put some electrolytes in my water and push on. But ain't this place pretty? Man. I'll show y'all what I got for electrolytes. And I went into Sam's and there was a lady giving out samples of this stuff. And it ain't cheap, but I went on Amazon and ended up buying a box of them. I think they got some caffeine in them, but they seem to be okay. I really think I like regular just electrolytes without the caffeine. But then there's my sugar, and I'm gonna add it to my bottle. And that's what keeps me going. For the most part, this place has been, well, is mowed 2-track trails. So it's not bad. The bushes ain't all up on you. Hopefully that'll keep the ticks at bay. Last weekend I got a few on me. Just even doing a road walk. I had to cut through, well, I went through Richland a little bit, but still. Look at the pretty flowers. I've never been back here on the yellow trail. So it's exciting to see what's back here. Add a little bit. All Trails gives you a 5-mile loop option. It doesn't add in the yellow trail. It's pretty much just following the red trail. But it's pretty good trails. Pretty manageable, even for people that don't hike big mileage or anything like that. But like I said earlier about the heat, be best to start early morning or late in the evening, or just wait for cooler weather if you ain't used to it. Boy, this place is gorgeous. Them darn deer flies, man, they're bad. I can only imagine what they're gonna be like when I get around that creek. Way out here in these fields and they're still chasing me around. Things are terrible this year. Seems like all the bugs are terrible this year. I don't know, we need some different change of weather. We need some rain for sure. I don't know that that's gonna stop any of the bugs. Probably make them worse. But I don't know. Love bugs don't seem to be quite as bad as what they normally are. So that's good. There's some old remains of an old cattle trough. I'm sure this was a big time working ranch out here. at one point. This big flat piece of property, that's usually what they are if they were in Florida, is a working cattle ranch. And then if they ain't preserved, before you know it, they'll be bulldozed over. Well, there won't be no cows on them, and when there ain't no cows on them, you better believe there's probably going to be a for sale sign on the land, or it's already sold and about ready to develop. That's the way Florida's going. That's a damn shame. But there's still a few pockets here and there that they need to protect and preserve and quit selling them off. That's my opinions with that. That's a fact. That ain't an opinion. That's a fact. Looks like they got me another bench over here, but this one's out in the sun at the moment. It looks like the yellow trail is skirting between the oak hammocks and the Palmetto Flatwoods. It's about 2 miles in. The yellow trail's got me following a fence line of a beautiful private property. Ain't seen any cows over there though. Hopefully they're not trying to sell it. Yeah, back here is nice. This is still part of the yellow trail. It's gonna T-bone back into the red trail here shortly, I'm pretty sure. And then we'll start headed toward the creek, Blackwater Creek itself. I don't imagine there'd be a whole lot of water in it, because it ain't rained. So we'll check it out. All right, made it to the red trail. This is where the yellow connects to it. Look at this big old prairie. Wiregrass, palmetto, just wide open. That's a little bit of a oak hammock right over there. Have some palm cabbage in it. But this way, just a huge ass field. Beautiful. It's warm out here. You know, hiking in better weather is a little bit more pleasant, but hiking in the summer when you get to see all this stuff blooming out. Look at this stuff. I don't even know what this is. Little berries on them. I don't think I've ever even seen that stuff. Huh. Gonna have to check that out. That's the first I've seen that. A little bit more on the trail there. Yeah, summer hiking. It's hot and all, but you see things in the summer that you don't see in the winter. Well, yeah, I guess I officially hit that age to where, you know, I like looking at all the flowers and smelling the flowers and slowing down and taking in the sights, I guess. Because I've got more picture of flowers today. I don't know what. But that's what's out here. And they're pretty. And I like them. And I want to see some more. All kinds of flowers. Let me turn the camera around and show you what I'm seeing. Look at the trail. It's the red trail, but it's outlined by yellow flowers everywhere. We're getting close to the creek too. Now I'll show you all that. Purple flowers. Hey, look, butterflies. Fly around so we can see you. Well, too fast. Quarter mile down to the creek. This will be the way I go back right there. But we're going down here. I'll have to go down and walk back up. That's all right. All right, y'all. Made it down to the creek. And I hear water flowing. Oh yeah. Looks like somebody's dammed it up. I don't think that's quite natural. Maybe it is, but I don't think so. Huh. Little waterfalls over all the limestone. And I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't gonna get in it, because I am. I'll take my shoes off and go down and enjoy the water. Well, y'all, I'm down here in the creek playing like a little kid. Got my shoes off, just messing around by these little waterfalls. This is the perfect little spot for a hot summer day. There's a little bench up there you can go sit on. I even heard there's some wild goats or feral goats around here. I have not seen one, but I've heard they are. Seen some pictures on all trails of them. What do you think about that? I'm still gonna be down here for quite a while longer. And I ain't had no deer flies on me. Call it luck, I don't know. Now I got minnows pecking at my feet. I hope it's a minnow. This is beautiful, y'all. Look back the other way. Man. Beautiful. Well, y'all, I spent about an hour or better here. This is a beautiful spot. You can come down here and take a seat, shaded, give you a break out of that sun, and probably maybe 2-mile hike back to the truck. I took the long way to get here, but yeah, it's definitely worth it. Got a little QR code stand here. Beautiful spot, but all good things must come to an end. I'm headed back to the truck. Let's see, maybe we'll see something between here and there. Trail goes up against this oak hammock with cabbage palms and stuff in it. It's a pretty little spot. Moving along pretty good now. In the shade at the moment, out in the middle of these fields, that sun just bearing down. All right, I'm just about back in the truck. That's gonna wrap up this hike. I appreciate y'all watching my videos. I hope y'all enjoy y'all's Memorial Day weekend. Be thankful, grateful, and get out and enjoy the great outdoors. I love it. I'm pretty sure you will too. We'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.